Greetings. Elder Blacklight here, back with you with another edition of thought-provoking, you could say that what I give to you is you can say supreme wisdom. It might not come across like wisdom to some. Everyone is not in the same state of mind. But this just happened today. The sentencing of Amber Geiger for the murder of Botham John. Or Botham John. She was given 10 years. Even though they found racist text messages in her phone, her making statements about Martin Luther King and pepper spraying, and on that Martin Luther King parade day, pepper spraying the crowd, talking about she made a distinction between black police officers. She said she hated everybody but whoever she was talking to on the text message. A lot of to me, it was contributing to her state of those messages, because they were just, I think she made them 2 days before she murdered Botham John. And it could have been contributing to her state of mind. It is our God-given right to walk this planet without fear of our life. It is our God-given right to be safe in our own homes. And for many, many years, black men and women have been dying for this system, dying to get into this system, dying for living in this system, being in this system. This young brother was well liked by everybody, and he was a Christian brother, and he, seemed to didn't hate nobody, and he got along with everybody. 28 years old. The prosecution wanted the jury to come back with a 28-year sentence. They came back with a 10-year. Now, how do I feel about that? I feel like it was more blacks, they said, on the jury than Caucasians. There's more black women than men. I think they said 8 black women. And uh, 4 black men. I don't know if it was 8 black women. Let me take that back. Strike that. It was 8 women and 4 men. But it said it was majority black. Now, I'm not upset because my wife, she said that it, she was gonna get less than 11 years, and she said they was gonna find her guilty, but they was gonna give her less than 11 years. My wife, she is a woman. Cause y'all, I know y'all know she a woman. I hope y'all know she a woman. Well, I'm trying to say women are more sympathetic, I guess. Black women are. Black women, they were mammies back in the day, nursing their children. And in those slavery days, they fell in love with the slave master and his children, his whole family, more than they did their own. And it carries over to today. And quite naturally, if the mothers fall in love with the slave master and the slave master's children, the men are going to, some of us are going to fall in love with them as equal and have sympathy on them, and not realizing that we're in a war, But I was raised a little different, so I was raised, I was born in 1946, but as a baby or a fetus, I guess. I don't know. My mother was when I was in my mother's stomach, she was going to hear the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now later on, when I was 7 years old, she got out. But she never did force me to go to any churches, even though she went to a all-white Christian church. She didn't reject the teachings of Elijah, but she was trying to compare them with the teachings of Charles Fillmore, Unity Metaphysical Christian Teachings, which was stolen from ancient Egypt. And so how do I feel about the verdict? I feel like, well, she's going to get out the sentence, the verdict of the sentence. She's going to do 5 years and she's eligible for parole. And then she could go back and get hired as a policeman again. I don't think that she will learn a lesson from that, from this trial, from killing. That's just a slap on the hand. And the jurors, I was hoping that they would give her a little bit more time. When the prosecution asked the jurors to give her 28 years, which would have been the age of Botham John. I was hoping that they would come close to that, but they didn't, and that sends a message to all racist cops they can keep on doing what they've been doing. Now, this case reminds me of Trayvon Martin. What's that guy name? Zimmerman. What I forgot his name. But anyway, he had a stand your ground murder case. Like he was so scared that he killed Trayvon Martin. And this is what and he, Zimmerman, he didn't have no remorse. Matter of fact, he was bragging and boasting. And he got off light. It's too much for forgiveness to the point of it's a fault, because black people, we want to be in the system, and then when we get a chance to have a slight edge in the system, in the court system, we don't take advantage of it. So this show tells me we got a long way to go. Now I'm gonna shut this one down, and this gonna be probably a part 2. Black people are chained to the system. Their minds are chained. It's black light.